Okay, so today we're going to do a few simple functional movements that we're hoping that everybody can do. You can work up to these if you're not up to being able to do these, but we're showing youth and old. So some simple things to keep your hips working and your shoulders working, works a little bit of core, takes very few, little bit of time, and they're not like working out exercises. They're more functional to keep you able to walk and be healthy when you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, so that you can be able to get off the ground and be functional. So the first one we want to do is a simple, and I know this is difficult for even a lot of my friends, but the goal is to be able to just squat down and get your hips flexing. So the first thing we do is you spread your feet out, toes are a little bit out, and you try and just go straight down. Keep your elbows in, okay? Now this may look easy, but it's not. If you have bad knees or things, it's hard to do, but you want to get your hips flexible. From here, an option is with your elbow on the inside, you can raise your arm up like this. Keep your palm face down, so not doing this. Then you can do the other side, palm up, and you'll feel that in your back. It helps keep your shoulders back. And then from here, a goal is to kind of sit down and flop your legs sideways. So our knees will go that way, our feet will go this way. So you just kind of come from here and you flop down. Now that's challenging. You put your feet out. And from here, you want to be able to keep your range of motion. So put your hand just like this. And then this will cramp your hip. But our goal is to raise this leg up without bending all the way over. You keep this leg up and move it out and back and out and back. And you'll feel it right here in your hip. And then from here, you'll flop over to the other side. Okay? The same thing. Try and keep upright and raise your leg up. Push your hip out and back and out and back and out and back. Okay? Great for hip mobility. From here, when you get up, 3 points of contact. So don't put both hands down and try and get up. If you can get up without using your hands, that's a bonus. But you flop your legs up, one hand down and come up. Or if you're youthful, you don't need your hands at all, which is another goal. So that's just a simple hip flexion movement. From here, this hits our lower body. We're gonna do a couple that help to keep our shoulders back, because what we wanna do as we age is not work into that old position, that old person position. So from here, we'll get on all fours. And very simply, your right hand will swing down and underneath you, and then come up. And again, your palm stays down, and then you'll come down and up. And then we switch sides, down and up, down and up. And you can do about 10 of those on each side. And then from here, you'll go to your belly, palms down, arms are slightly bent, and you keep your palms down and you bring them back behind you and forward, behind you and forward, okay? And then if you're able to, you'll progress to going on your side. Here you'll go on your elbow, come up into a plank. It's the same type of exercise you just did. You'll put your hand underneath you and roll your body like a body roll. Down underneath you, body roll, okay? Do that on both sides. That'll start to work your core a little bit. Keep your shoulders back, get your hips flexed. So all those are pretty helpful. There's one other one I wanted to do. We want to strengthen the knees. So there's two exercises you can do for, a couple exercises you can do for your knees. One is a backwards lunge. So you'll take your right foot, come back, try to put the weight on your back foot and come down. Push up with your back toe. Do a couple of those. It'll strengthen the knees. Then you switch sides. Weight goes on the back foot. Come up. A couple of those. Pretend you have a wall. You bend down a little bit. Your knees will go over your toes against the wall, and you can slide back up. That'll help to strengthen your knees. Lastly, before we do a functional walk, pull your toes up. By pulling your toes up, you'll feel it in the front of your shin. All these motions will help you as you age to walk better. And then we'll do what's called a functional walk. For a functional walk, pretend there's a bar through your ankle that you have to step over. So your one foot's in front of the other. Step over the bar. When you step over the bar, you pull your toe up first. Toe up, step over the bar. Toe up, step over the bar. And if you pause on your foot for 3 seconds, I call it a 3-second walk. Step up, 1, 2, 3, step down. Pull your toe up, 1, 2, 3, step down. Toe up, 1, 2, 3, step down. What you'll notice is every time you're standing on one foot, you're working balance because there's 3-second pause. And what you'll notice is we're not doing, which is what many people do with age, they kind of just slide their feet and shuffle. We want to keep that walking form. So if you take these 5 to 10 minutes every day and do these functional exercises, you'll keep your hip hinging, your shoulders back, you work on balance, and your stability with walking and getting up and down off the ground will be better, and you'll have a better opportunity to play with your grandchildren when you're in your 80s.